So I'm here today with Dr. Richard Bandler, and I've been privileged to be trained by you and to watch you training for a few years now. What I've noticed is you take things that people say are really complicated and you demonstrate just how simple they are. How do you do this?
Well, I don't think that things are complicated to start with. I find that most people complicate things to make excuses for having not developed a behavioral technology. Most of the behavioral technologies that I've designed are designed to take what's done intuitively by a highly skilled person and make them easily learnable. And that's not just to do something like psychotherapy or hypnosis or fly an airplane. That's to make one personal change in your life. And most people, although their problems seem overwhelming, the solutions are particularly simple. They're easier than the problem. And the fact that they haven't thought that way, because I just train people to change the way they think, because therefore it changes how they feel and makes it easier to do things.
And something else I've noticed that you do, and this fascinates me. I've seen you do these demonstrations in your classes, and you achieve what many people believe would be impossible while you're hypnotizing your demo subjects. What is the most unusual response you've had from a demo subject, something you wasn't even expecting?
Well, I told somebody to go all the way down into a trance, and they slipped off the chair onto the floor. I didn't expect that. Sometimes people in trance are a lot more literal than you expect them to be. And so you have to be precise in your language so that you get good results. I think, to me, one of the things is the ease with which once somebody alters their state, they can step in and learn other things and other ways of doing it. And you kind of have to be a little careful sometimes, because I have seen, not so much myself because I'm pretty careful, but I did see one of my students one time, induce deep feelings of love in a couple and have them open their eyes, but he didn't have them look at each other. They both looked at him. And so when you have people in trance, you have to be precise about everything. Because I remember it vividly, because a couple opened their eyes and he said, "How do you feel about each other?" And the woman said, "Well," she said, "I still hate him, but I'm starting to like you, and I didn't like you at first." So.
And how would you suggest my students and the other people watching this recording, how can they gain these kind of experiences and become as good at hypnosis as you are?
Well, it's a matter of practice and belief. You have to have a belief that everything is going to be easy and that everything can be accomplished, and then start doing it. Because that way, when you hit roadblocks or you're having trouble with a person or something, you start to look at what you're doing that you can change to make it easier for them, rather than trying to define what's wrong with them. And with hypnosis, there were resistant clients, unhypnotizable. They had a whole list of things like that. And I don't believe in that stuff.